How do I keep performing as a developer, stay healthy and spend time with family and friends? It's easy to keep working on that feature until it's finished, only to find out that you missed family dinner. And that's a real shame. So in this video, I will share my time management system that helps me managing my time and knowing what to prioritize when, based on what's important to me. If you're new to this channel, my name is Michael Abad. I'm a web developer from the Netherlands, and on this channel I provide you with the tools and systems to manage your time as efficiently as possible, because there are so many things to do in such a limited amount of time. The importance of roles. So in Atomic Habits by James Clear, it states that the best way to achieve an action is to actually be it, and from there the direction and actions will follow to that goal. So for example, if you want to be healthy, you want to be maybe an athlete, and you get this craving for junk food, then you ask yourself, what would a healthy person do? And then you will get the right answer because you know what a healthy person would do. And the same goes for when you're trying to quit smoking, for example, and somebody asks you for a cigarette. You don't say, I don't smoke, or I'm trying to quit. You say, I'm not a smoker. And that's very clear because it's not in your identity, so there's also no action for you or doubt. And that's why the first part of my time management system is based on roles. So what are the most important roles as a developer? Well, obviously you are a developer. So what does a developer do? You need to gain your knowledge, you need to write code, you need to build features, you need to review other people's code. So there's a lot of actions involved in that role as a developer. But you might also be an employee, you might work for a boss. So what do you do in that role? Do you report to your boss? Do you give an update sometimes to your boss? Just think of some actions that you can do. You might be a leader, so what do you do leading the team? Do you organize one-on-ones with your team members? Do you set the right example? You might be a project member, so what's your role in the project? Are you a tester? Are you the lead developer? Are you the expert on the technique we're using? Just try to think about what the roles would encapsulate for you and be complete. There's also the non-related work items, which are in my opinion evenly as important to be a good developer. So you might be a partner to someone that needs attention. You're in a relationship, and if you want to be happy, your relationship also needs to be healthy, so it also needs some time. You're a mom or a dad, then your children also need attention. You need to put them to bed, you need to play with them. So that's also a big part of your life. And you're also a human. Don't forget that our brains are in our body. So what do you do with your body? Do you eat healthy? Do you go to the gym? Stuff like that. If you want to be a good developer, it's all in the brain, and the brain's in the body, so you need to have a good body to perform. Translate to action. So now it's time to translate those roles into concrete action. So write down for yourself how you can fulfill those roles to the best of your ability, and do that for every role. So for I'm a developer, I'm an employee, I'm a project member, I'm a dad, I'm a partner, and write it down for all of those roles, and make it really small and make it really concrete. So if you wrote down I want to be, or I'm a good developer, and if you wrote down I will read some technical books, that's a really bad example because that's not concrete at all. So a good example would be I will read 10 pages out of a technical book every day at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. whatever, but just pick a time, but that will make it really concrete. So if you have all those actions listed below the roles, you can pick 2 and make sure that there's one work related, one non-work related, and also make sure you can do the action once every week to improve it. And that might sound a little bit small, but it's better to be consistent and do those actions every week than to put like 10 actions a week and then do it for 2 weeks and quit. So the tool we're going to use for this is your digital calendar. So we're going to put the actions we picked in the previous chapter and put it in our calendar to make it concrete for yourself. So first, when you open your calendar, make sure it contains all the must-dos for your day. So your lunch, your breakfast, your driving your kids to school, sleeping, all that stuff needs to be in the calendar before you can start plotting all those other actions in. Because if you fill in those basic things, you will see and you'll realize that there's not that much time left for extra actions. So make sure it's up to date so you can plot your actions into it. Some tips. So one good tip to keep maintaining this is to reflect weekly. So you look back at the week and see, how did these actions go? Did it fit in my calendar? And do I need to adjust something, or is it good like this? And another thing is, when you look back weekly, also look forward, look ahead and see if you still can fit all those actions in the week. And the 2 actions you chose, just make sure you do it 3 months, and then the upcoming 3 months you will choose another 2 actions. So just keep switching and rotating, and you can improve on different aspects. So another tip for me is to start your day looking at your calendar. If you start your day looking at the calendar, there will be no surprises. You will know what your day looks like and you will know what to do. Another tip from me is to say no and commit to your calendar. So if anything comes up and it's not on your calendar, you just say no. And that might feel a little bit weird the first few times, but you'll get used to it and you will experience that it's actually a lot nicer because you're in control of your own time. It's some stuff that you planned on your own, and that's something you want to do instead of someone asking you to do something really spontaneous. Actually, what happens is you lose control of the time that you blocked. So make sure you commit to your calendar and say no to all activities that don't belong in there. And yeah, to continue on that, time is the most precious asset you have. So also treat it like that, right? If you feel like you're wasting time, stop. Just look at your calendar and commit to the thing you want to do that's on your path and that's important to you. And my last tip to you is turn off the notifications from your phone. It's so easy to get distracted. You'll go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, and then you lose time. You lose half an hour, you lose an hour, and that's time you will not get back. So to conclude, in this video I showed you my time management system. We wrote down the most important roles we have as a developer, work related and non-work related, and transformed them into actions. We filled in our digital calendar with the things you must do and added actions to that. We can do once every week at least. If you like this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will see when a new video is uploaded. And also let me know in the comments, what do you use as a time management system? I'm very curious to see that. Bye.